Just hit
Hello,
go.
everyone. Hi. Hello, everyone. Good
Got
day.
it.
You got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Got it.
So I just want everyone to know hello and thank you for tuning into Jazz Bean Entertainment, where we shine the spotlight on creative and professional people. Well, today we have a wonderful guest named Bob Arthur, and he is the CEO of Rhythm House Studios. So thank you so much, Bob, for being here. And my co-host Myron Fisher is going to take it away and continue with this interview. You guys enjoy.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Myron Benjamin Blakey Fisher, host of the Jazz Bean Talk Show. And we have today a fantastic guest, good friend, Mr. Bob Arthur. He's the owner of Rhythm House Studios in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. My band, the Rhythm House, the Rhythm of the Night band, had the opportunity to enjoy the stage down there this Saturday, and we had a blast. So I want to introduce you to this guy, Mr. Bob Arthur. How you doing, Bob?
Myron, I'm doing fantastic, and thank you for having me on.
You're more than welcome. So tell me, how did you get started with the Rhythm House?
Well, I've always loved music, and it was just sort of the perfect storm in 2008. I had a commercial property that was rented for many years. It became available. I was going through a lot of change in my life, and I really had not been in the music profession, although I had this passion and love for music forever. And I decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and build a recording studio. And it was a more daunting task than I thought, but I had a lot of really wonderful people from really all over the country giving me input and helping me. And I knew a lot about sound and audio and acoustics and things like that, but I didn't understand the recording process or anything like that. So I embarked on this journey in 2008, and slowly but surely, we started with one room and we added another room, and we continued to refine and evolve. And now we've got a really unique space. I think it's a unique in the way that we have a live music venue attached to a recording studio. And what that offers to the artists that play here is that, unlike a bar or a open mic or anything like that, more musicians gather here. In fact, you'll find in most nights that we have an act that there are a lot of musicians that are in the audience. And because after we have the normal feature show or the showcase for an hour from 8 to 9, then everyone just sort of just hangs out and jams and talks shop. They're able to come over to the recording studio side and sit down and listen to the work that we've done in our craft, as well as share what they've done as far as recording and all sorts of little nuances of shop talk and how they live their lives. And you've led a fascinating life as well. I so enjoy talking to you, Myron, about all of your experiences. So it's been a labor of love, and I'm finally starting to see. We were doing real well, by the way, before the pandemic, and then everything just sort of went away. It was really hard to get people to be in a closed room together yelling in microphones when COVID was floating around, especially in the early days. So we came back about a little over a year ago, started the Saturday shows again, started to record musicians again. It's been a slow but steady progress, but I feel like we've really gained some amazing momentum now. It's been such an honor to have your band and hear you sing, and Annie Mae and all the other wonderful people that you've brought to the stage. I so enjoy, and everybody else does. We were up dancing, on the the floor and everywhere. It was just a blast. And you're such a great artist. And I'm so honored to be on your talk show right now. I can't thank you enough.
Appreciate it, man. We enjoy the rhythm of the night. We do enjoy coming down there to Charleroi. Every time we come, we have a blast. The first time was just me and Annie and Earl from the Wisdom Reggae band.
Yeah,
was the first time. Then we brought our drummer Jonathan down there the second time, and we did a 1-hour show there. And then Saturday we did the 1-hour show, and we just had a blast. I mean, the audience were great. We were up, down in the audience with DR3 with doing his spoken word. You know, all the people down there was people from all over too. There was some folks from Jamaica and
yes.
some other parts from South. Man, we were just having a great time down there. We really enjoyed it. Yeah.
We
Thank
really
you.
try to focus on the vibe to let everybody just get immersed into the spirit of the moment. We try to have impeccable sound for you guys so that you're able to be at your best, and also to reflect our knowledge of acoustics and all that from the live side into the recorded side. And I know you've heard some of our work that we've done, and I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and listen to me ramble on about all of the features about the studio.
I did have a chance to you record the performances on video, and I do have to tell you that the sound quality and the videography were great. I was very impressed with the work that you all do down there, and you and Tom, you really do a bang up job.
Appreciate that. And I think that you've met my senior engineer, but this wasn't the most recent. Steve wasn't here the most recent Saturday, but he's actually going to be the featured performer this Saturday for the Halloween show, and looking forward to it. And I'm real honored too to talk about my November 5th show, which is the Saturday after. That is featuring Mo the Natural. And Mo the Natural actually, it plays on the trunk recording called Slow, and it was just nominated for a Grammy. And he's working with us here at the studio now. We didn't work on that particular album or recording, but I'm saying that, as a producer and an artist, Mo is now working here at the studio, and we're real excited to have him as part of the toolkit of artists as well as producers. And we think that that's going to be huge. And just all sorts of things have been opening up in the past really month. The momentum has really started. And with this announcement of the Grammy, that's just, it takes my breath away to think that we're going to be able to work with somebody that worked on that Grammy nominated recording.
Cool. Yeah, I and Annie do plan on coming. Michelle and DR3 will be coming with us on the 5th to hang out with you all down there.
It's going to be an incredible show. Jake, who is teamed up with Mo, actually is in the other room. We just, that was what was delaying my getting with you, is that we were going over last minute details, because you're going to see a big transformation. We're going to take all of the seating out of the live room. We're going to shift around the lounge area. And so it's going to open it up. It's going to be basically standing room only, because we're expecting to sell this place out. Well, there's no charge, but I'm just saying it's going to be standing room only.
Right.
And it's going to be, there's artists from Cleveland coming. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm so honored that Mo has chosen this studio and this venue to bring his art to the Mon Valley, to really work with us to the extent that he is in making this really something. And with all the artists, I think every little bit helps. And I think that Annie's song is going to blow up. I can see that there is momentum there. There's just a lot of great stuff happening. And I've said this for a while, is that if there's a place where everyone can come and focus and find a common ground, that this is going to be something that's spectacular. And I see that it's happening. And I'm so honored that, again, that you have come down to meet you and to meet everyone on Rhythm of the Night band. It's just incredible.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Now, again, now you mentioned this briefly. Again, for these shows and these open mics that we have, there is absolutely no charge. You just come down and have a good time.
Exactly. I'm doing that really to foster the environment where people can feel like there's no hindrances. They can just walk in, music of any genre, of any style. We don't turn anyone away. We're welcoming to every artist, every style. We want to hear you play. We want to hear originals. I'm shocked that a lot of open mics, they don't even want to hear originals in mics. Or when you book a club, they want you to do covers. To me, no one got famous off of singing covers.
No,
That's what's so shocking.
One person I know, and that was Luther Vandross.
Well,
that's a high caliber, right? that's some big shoes to fill. Yeah.
That's a one-off, right?
Oh yeah.
With Luther, and you're absolutely right. But normally I tell all the artists that come through here, don't try to duplicate somebody else's sound. You have your own sound, you have your own style, you have your own words, and they're meaningful to you. You have to tell the world about your struggle, about your plight, about your joys, about your lows and your highs. And that's what moves people. The great lyrics and the great production behind these tunes, and the uniqueness of that production and those words is what's going to compel you and propel you to be a star and to get known. It's not doing, and most record executives, they want to be the Me Too's, and I'm so against the Me Too's. I don't want to be a Me Too. I want to be unique, and I want to stand out, and I want the artists to do that too. So when I'm producing, and whatever I'm working on, I try to bring a really unique perspective to their art, so that maybe I hear something that they haven't, or maybe I contribute something in a different way that they haven't, so that they can really have a different sound, so that it's not, that producer was a drummer, or you can tell a lot of times if a producer is a guitar player or a piano player or a drummer, because they overemphasize all that stuff. And I'm not a musician. I'm a listener, and I grew up with classical music, but I love all music, rock and roll and blues and hip hop and R&B and country and folk music and ambient, and I don't care what it is. I adore it. And I feel like, because I don't play a specific instrument, I can really offer what my ear hears.
Right.
And that's the value. That's how I built these rooms in this studio, was my ear. We spent lots and lots of time and hours getting the engineering of the rooms right, because the room is the first instrument or device in the recording chain that actually hears the performance before the microphone picks it up. And then we have amazing microphones, and all through our audio chain, each component is driven to be the best possible that can be, all the way down into our A to D converter, right into the computer, so that when our engineers work with the signal, it's pure. It's your performance. It's not noises of the room or echoes of the room or anything like that. It's a purity of sound. And then the engineer can do exactly what they want with it. They're not cleaning up stuff. They're making it you, and they're making it true sound, brilliant sound, sound that has fidelity, sound that has dynamics, sound that has the overtones and the harmonics still incorporated into it. Because when I first started building the studio, I hope I'm not talking too much, but
Please,
No, we love your story.
When I first started on the embarkation to build this studio, I talked with someone from Nashville, and I said, and he helped me tremendously in just understanding how the recording process works, which is so critical. And it helped me engineer all of these different things. And I said, I don't understand how I can listen to vinyl records that were recorded in the 50s and 60s that gives me chills. And I listen to modern music and it's flat. It could be very well produced, but it doesn't have that it factor. It doesn't give me chills. It doesn't raise the hair on my arms.
And reach to your soul.
And reach to the soul. And this is, and I said, how did we go, 50 and 60 years down the road of advances in technology? And my background is partly in computer science. So, I understand about the evolution of computers and how they get better and better each year, and software improves and improves. And I said, but yet we've gone back a step, because we're spending millions of dollars on recording studios, and we're listening to things on earbuds, and we can't, whereas, you used to be in the 70s, there were high fidelity audio gear, and in the 60s, and then in the 80s, it took sort of a dive, and things started to get more commercialized with high fidelity stuff. But, I'm a fan of vintage audio. I actually collect it. And,
Okay.
but I said, how did we lose that it factor? And so we went through, and, I understand how that chill is lost. And so I said, well, I want to build that into my studio. I want my studio to give you chills. And so we went through very laboriously and understood, the right pieces of equipment to get, and how to build the room correctly, and how to, all of the mics and everything like that. And it all contributes. And when you and I'm proud to say, when you listen to my recordings, there are recordings that'll give you chills.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Every time you listen to it, your hair stands up. And I love that. And I love the ability to be able to do that and to offer that to artists.
Wow, you sound like you can hear it, how much your passion for what you do and how you love it. Is your venue part, because I came in late, I'm sorry, is your venue part studio and part venue? I mean, part people come out and perform?
Yes, Stacy, that's the unique thing. And I think that it's very unique amongst facilities, because we have a full-fledged, literally like an A-grade recording studio, multiple rooms.
I have to come out and check that out. That sounds nice.
So I'm going to turn this around a second. that's, can you see that? That's
Okay.
part of our stuff.
Oh, you're in the
Maybe.
studio now?
I'm
Wait.
in my studio,
Wait a
in the
minute, yeah,
control.
okay.
Yeah. I'm in the control room.
So
right now.
artists can come in there and make their music in your studio. How about they
Yeah.
do jingles, all that type of stuff? Anything they want?
Anything,
Oh, wow.
soundtracks, full EPs, albums,
Mm-hmm.
really anything. And
Now, is this just you, or was your family into this before? Or is it
it was
something you always just wanted to do?
I mean, it was a passion of mine since I was a little boy. My uncle
Okay.
used to come home and bring me classical records, and I was 3 years old and I knew how to operate the record player, and I could listen
Okay.
to those records, and then branched into all sorts of other music. And then I told Myron in 2008, I had a lot of changes in my life, and I had a commercial property that became available. That the tenant had been there for a long time but needed more space. I couldn't provide it.
Oh,
It was vacant, and I said, this must be the perfect storm. I'm going to build a recording studio. So
wow.
I
Yeah.
started to do that and fulfill my dream.
You still have a lot of those vinyls left? You save them?
Well, as part of my change in life, my vinyls disappeared.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I
I had
understand. I lost a few myself.
Mhm.
yeah, I had a big collection, and
Mhm.
they're no longer with me.
Mhm.
But
And you have an event I heard coming up on the 5th, is that right? What time
I
is that
do.
event? That's
It's
next Saturday. What's the time?
It's the following Saturday from this Saturday. It's at 8 o'clock, and
8
it's going
p.m.
to be. I was telling Myron, I'm so excited because the featured artist, Mo the Natural, he played the piano and produced a track that is now nominated for a Grammy.
Wow.
And so he's going to be here, and he actually
That
he's
has to
working
be great.
with us. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's working with us on other things. Now, we didn't work on that track, full disclosure, but
Mhm.
the artist that produced it and played on it is going to be the featured artist on the 5th. And there's going to be people from all over. There's people from Cleveland coming to perform, and it's going to be huge. I'm looking for a huge turnout. You're all welcome. I think you'd really be excited to see what I've done here. And my parents directly weren't involved with music, but my uncle was my big influence in music. He was a oboist and flautist, and also was into classical music. He was into
Mhm.
photography. That's where my love of photography came from. My love
Mhm.
of just music in general.
Mhm.
Uh, and
You said your love of photography. Do you have a camera? Did you used to go out and take pictures? And
oh yes,
yeah.
yeah,
I love
love,
photography too. That's my
yeah,
second. If I was to start over, I'd be a darn good photography person. I would be great at it. I think I got a good eye.
That's what it takes. It's the
Mhm.
composition, and again, my uncle got me into photography, and the first 2 years, I bought my own SLR camera,
Okay.
and he said, the only thing you're allowed to shoot with that is black and white for the first 2 years,
Okay.
because he wanted me to learn shadows and lighting and composition. And he said, and so I spent 2 years just taking black and white photographs.
Mhm.
And he said, okay, I think you're ready to go to color now.
Mhm. Do you still have old photographs? Because I can't get rid of mine. I mean, I know everybody keep their photographs in their phone nowadays, but I just love turning the pages and looking
Oh,
at photographs.
my photographs are in the same place as my vinyl.
Okay.
I don't have them anymore, and that's not by choice.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I was there on Saturday, next to the couch There are like, I would say coasters with pictures of some of the different artists that perform that I recognize that hang out down there.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those were very unique. Did you do that artwork or?
Well, actually, I took some of those pictures and others were taken by others. But the one woman, the redhead Sue,
Uh-huh.
who was here, she was here for your performance. But then she had to leave because she worked the next day. But Sue does that. She's very talented. You know, it's everybody that comes here is super talented. They're multi-talented with not just music, but also photography or craft or, you know, whatever it is. You know, like Tom is extremely talented as a builder and he's a great thinker. And, you know, he and I have been bouncing stuff off of each other for 22 years now. And he was an integral part of helping build the studio.
Great
And
guy.
yeah, great guy, great Navy guy.
Yeah, he's Navy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Navy. So we won't hold that against him, will we,
No, we
Myron?
won't fight against them. That's because I'm Army, of course, you know.
I don't know. But yes, the thing that I was mentioning was that we are very unique because we have a live music venue and a recording studio. So as I was mentioning to Myron, what's really unique about it is that when an artist performs here, most of the people that are in the audience are usually musicians as opposed to just other guests that might hang out that they may find like music. So you know, you start to shop talk and exchange
Yeah, so it's a
ideas,
big
and
jam session. Is that what?
it's a big,
Is it
yeah,
started?
after the showcase is
Mhm,
over, there's usually, you never know what's going to happen. There could be somebody picking up the piano and somebody picking up their guitar,
mhm,
and who knows what's going to happen. It's a really great synergistic environment. It's real vibey. It's real
mhm,
immersive. The sound quality is, I feel next to none as far as
mhm.
the live show.
Yeah,
And also, you know, I'm
sound
real
like
proud
you.
of what we do on the recording
Sound like
side
you
too.
created
But
something real special. Where's it at? I got
it's in
Charleroi down here. That's it. Is it? What's that
in
near?
406 Fallowfield Avenue in Charleroi. And
Okay.
well, where are you live? Where are you near?
I'm
What are
in
you near?
Verona, Pin
Okay,
Hills. Hmm.
sure. So this is south of the city on the Mon River. It's
Okay.
if you know where Washington is and Greensburg is.
Okay. Yeah, you have to be
Okay.
real specific with me. I have no sense of direction because I was thinking you were out there near the waterfront.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, past that, further south.
Okay.
You know where the toll road Route 43 is?
I know where Sam's Club is.
okay. Now we're
Okay,
going
so
down towards Uniontown.
Okay. All right.
yeah, it's like towns around here are Monessen, Denora,
Okay.
Monongahela, California, PA, where the
Yeah, I'm gonna
college
have to get
is.
out there. That sounds like a
Yeah,
really
it's
nice vibe to be around.
it's not far. It's not
Okay.
far.
Okay.
For what we've got, it's worth the drive.
Yeah.
It's really it's an you know, I'm proud of what we're doing and that it's been so well received by the artists.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just appreciate, I'm so honored that people come here and pay homage to what we've done here because, you know, that was the whole purpose of this is to build a place where people will feel at home and feel
Right.
creative and inspired.
Okay.
So that's what we've tried to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, sounds like that's
And you're
what you've
welcome to come
done.
the 5th. It's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be a hell of a show the 5th.
Okay. I know I do have a show on the 5th, but it's early. It's like over at like 1 o'clock. So that's
Plenty
why I
of
asked what time. And you don't start till 8. So that's
time, 8
plenty of
o'clock.
time. Yeah, that's plenty
Yeah.
of time.
I'll I'll text you the address.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
She'll be entering the Rhythm of the Night band on her show on the 5th as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, in the day, yeah, early. It's an early morning thing because I wanted to get it over and done with and have they can do what they want. Because I know Saturday is a day people like to go out and perform.
Right.
A gig, and there's a lot of things going on Saturday. So I said we'll do a Saturday morning, get it out the way, and you guys can do what you want to do. So
Oh, that's great. I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah.
you're-
But I want
too.
you on the show also. I'm setting a date for you. So
Okay.
we're gonna do another show with Bob Arthur. You know what? Your name is so. I said Bob Arthur. Is there another Bob Arthur?
Well,
Arthur. Maybe I'm thinking of Arthur Studios.
I don't know.
Dance studio. There's a dance studio. It's
that's,
Arthur Murray.
Arthur Murray.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
That's a dance studio. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
Arthur Murray.
Yeah,
That's
Arthur
the-
Murray, yeah. Okay, so I enjoyed listening to you, and I enjoyed all the information you gave, and we're just gonna get this out there, and people should come out and check out Charleroi Bob Arthur Studio.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It was wonderful talking.
Hey, Bob,
we'll
is there
talk
anything
soon.
to tell the audience before we give you back your time?
I'm
Any-
sorry.
Anything you
there-
want to tell the audience?
Oh,
Before we let you go, we thank you so much for joining us. But before we
If-
take up any more of your precious time, is there anything you want to say to anyone out there in
I just
social
wanna
media
say
land?
if you haven't come, you're missing something. And I encourage everyone to come down and check it out. It's a free thing every Saturday at 8 o'clock. It's also BYOB, so you can
Oh,
bring whatever beverage you want and enjoy
Mhm.
yourself. We have
Okay.
water here for people that don't want to drink or they're the designated driver,
mhm.
and just a fabulous time. And you know, once you come the first time, you want to keep coming back. And it's a welcoming environment. And come see Myron perform the next time. We're going to set a date up soon, maybe in the new year, I think.
Right?
That
No.
sounds so welcoming because I say that a lot. People, once you come around my family, you want to keep coming back. And that is a true
Exactly.
statement. I mean, they constantly come back. We got family. Our family just grows every time we meet someone.
That's
So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Well, I
So
can tell you're a wonderful person. I can tell by, the questions that you ask and how you are
me,
encouraging and
thank you.
everything. Really,
Me
really
hiding.
so much.
You
It was
sure?
wonderful.
You sure about that? Because I'm hiding today. I'm like, I just literally walked in the door. Like I said, I appreciate you and your patience. You and Myron.
I was detained too because I was going over the details for the November 5th show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to kick Jake out, but
Yeah.
he's still talking with X over there, and I hear them in the other room, in the live room. They're over BSing, but yeah,
Okay.
we're really looking forward to that show. We're looking forward, if people are more available on the 29th, we've got a great show for Halloween. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, and we're going to have a great New Year's party here. It's just going to be uphill from here on out. Really
Great.
encouraged. So thank you
Okay.
again for having me on. It's been
Thank
an
you.
honor.
Thank you for joining us, and
Thank you.
we will see you soon. Okay.
Okay, sounds great. Have a
Definitely.
wonderful evening.
Again, appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you,
And-
sir. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
And can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
can.
so much. I think
People, please remember